Hello, my friends. I am your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. You're all welcome here. Let's get right to the cards and your divine daily blast. Here we go. So, here we go. You can see my messy desk. Let me just move this crazy thing. I was in here this morning sweeping. There we go. That's better. I was in this morning sweeping and I knocked this stand across the room a little bit, so evidently I didn't put it back right. Anyway, here we go. We're in an angel numerology number 22 day. Now, at the beginning of the week, I did a week's forecast, if you will, a little report on how to navigate the week's planets. Well, I got to today, which I assumed was a number 4. But when I added it up this morning doing my gratitude journal, it came to 22. And that's a number 4 on warp speed, on steroids. It is where the light of the divine is granting all of us the gift of being able to manifest exactly everything that we need. If you're like me, you may have found yourself waking up at 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. The hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., no matter where you live on the planet, is where you are the closest you can possibly be to divine energy, divine messages, divine truth. And it's where you can do your magical meditations to lift and raise your vibrations. It's where you get the information that's most needed for you to move about your day. So on a 22 day, you got the access to magical miracles. So if we take the number 4, angel numerology, which is about angels being present, including all of your guardian angels. And the big message from them is to stop fretting about what you were thinking about your worries and your woes and your bills and your material things. Because you should be focusing on the much bigger picture, much bigger ideas. This is about accomplishing anything you could want. But when you add the 22, which is almost like an 11, like 1111, when there is a 2222, which means you have these angelic influences with you, with us all day. Anything and everything's possible. 22 is a mega practical number. It's about making humongous big plans. So I would say use that energy to go about your day. My isms that go along with it: I am in deliberate creation mode. I claim abundance and financial freedom in my life. And I am magnificent, and I magnificently manifest my future in the right now. Get as detailed as you possibly can. Let your imagination and your third eye center and your inner vision become as vivid and as dimensional as you can possibly make it. Our angel affirmation today is from Archangel Samuel. I am he who sees God. I can guide you on any path you seek, from relationships to career options to even finding lost items. Your affirmation is: I am a masterful creator. I can easily find what I am looking for. When we trust the divine guidance, trust the divine love, trust in divine truth, trust in divine honesty, just trust in the ebb and flow of divine energy, we can find anything that we're looking for. Not as instantly as we may want it to, but trust it, let it go, and oh, there it is. make sure when it manifests that you give humble thanks and gratitude for the manifestation of what it is you saw in your mind's eye. Now, we have holy amethyst that's with us all week long. I am the light of hope in the world. The holy amethyst was really not written about or spoken of until the mid-1980s. She's a counter or divine feminine part of Archangel Zadkiel. And it's said, which I actually believe, that she's come in to remind us that we're light workers. She's suggesting that our current situation is bringing us an opportunity to grow. So, if like me, you've been faced with some unfavorable energies, some difficult situations, call in the light of God and know that the angels are willing to work with you and through you. She's also suggesting that your life, as you see it, hasn't happened by chance or by accident. You have a powerful presence in your circle of influence that's able to facilitate healing and change in your life and the lives of others. Any hesitation that you may come across or any unearthing of old beliefs are now ready to be released once and for all. Trust in yourself and trust in the light that's being presented to you. In addition to the divine holy amethyst help, we have the Lemurians. Now, the Lemurians, when they were around, goodness only knows how many millions and billions of years ago, they had the ability to see far and wide for hundreds and hundreds of miles. They had the clairvoyant abilities that were unsurpassed. But many who were clairvoyant, many who could see into the future, many of them who had these gifts of God, abused them. So, of course, through abuse and manipulation, it was somewhat shut down. One thing I know about divine guidance is it has to be built on truth and trust, integrity, love, compassion, responsibility, understanding. We cannot go forth and help other people by doing readings and sessions and all of the things that we do to help mankind expand and evolve and help them find that their light in themselves. We are not able to do that. We're not able to be open channels of the divine if we abuse those powers, if we set out to manipulate that information for our own greedy, misguided fortunes. So the Lemurians are telling us that we're part of who they are, and they're bringing us our psychic awareness and opening up our sensitivities. And they're encouraging us to trust our intuition. In addition to this, there's a really good chance that if you're listening to this, you may have felt overwhelmed by how sensitive you are to toxic, caustic, challenging energies. Particularly they're energies that you personally don't understand and you don't align with. Redirect it. Redirect it into trust, into love, to look at your clairvoyant skills. Because the Lemurians are here this week to tell us that we're blooming like spiritual flowers. We are becoming those light workers that we set out to be, like this great big huge awakening to the golden age, which everybody's talking about. It's almost like a brand new baptism, but it's a baptism of golden light, not a baptism of hellfire. Sorry, I said it. It's like being baptized in this lovely, gorgeous, wonderful feeling light. Let's move on to Gertrude and Beatrice. Where are you? They're just sitting under the moonlight. Beatrice is in prayer. She is just in prayer. Her head is bowed. She's got a veil over the top, or some kind of shroud over the top of her head. She's just in quiet contemplation. And Gertrude is humming. She's just humming, picking flowers, planting, planning, working with just the oh, okay. See through the eyes of the beauty of nature. See through the eyes of the divine, and don't overlook what nature presents. Go outside, see the small buds that are budding up through the ground. Know that every little flower that you see in the middle of the brush, every little new green leaf that you see on a tree, you're meant to see it. You're meant to see this new earth emerging. So she's like, whenever there is trouble and strife, difficulties and challenges, get to a clearing in nature and be with the beauty of nature is trying to emerge to something beautiful in you. And then witness by the way you feel how your troubles and strifes have left you. Let's see what card they want to bring us. Thank you for those wonderful words. Oh, I'm going to choose this one. Is that okay? Oops. All right, it's hiding. Let me. Well, all right, I'll shuffle again. I go to pick a card, and it shoots back into the deck. So okay, well, oh, there it is, right there. Sometimes they play these crazy games. There we go. Oh, the Medicine Guardian. Okay, this to me talks about emotional and physical healing. Be open to healing information is what it's saying. I like this card because it reminds me of Archangel Raphael, but this is the Medicine Guardian. But this is healing the heart. It's healing our emotions. It's healing our relationships. It's healing the way we feel about ourselves in the world. Many of you have had private conversations with, have basically said, your relationships are changing. There is somewhat indifference in some of the ways that maybe you've had relationships with people that are either deepening or they're ending, or there are brand new relationships that are emerging, which I like to pay attention to more. Maybe it is not so much that these new relationships are emerging, but these relationships are deepening or changing or taking on a different ebb and a flow. I would say be curious about those things, not in a way that is below the line, but just curious. How do I feel about this? What do I feel about this? Am I excited? Do I feel good? Being open is that curiosity. Being open is looking at all sides of it. You're being exposed to information and insights right now through this awakening. And sometimes these can have dramatic effects on healing. So if you're working through something mentally or emotionally like I have been this week and I got clear on it, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. So if you're working through something that's physically challenging, pay attention to the information that's coming to you from the divine. Because you may be inspired. You might be getting insights. You might even feel warm and heated. But this is all in the mode of supporting your wellness. You've got to come to a natural state of wholeness. I'm trying to think if there's anything I have to add to all of that. Things are going to happen to us. We're going to be subjected to things that we don't align with at all. And it's okay. Perhaps the old way of being was to become disgruntled, to become offended. That rings out clear. To become affronted, particularly when you're met with this adversity, when you're met with other people's anger, when you're met with other people's behavior patterns that you don't align with, those situations are here and they're witness to show you how far you've come, how much you've grown. It's not to say, look at me, how great I am. It's to say, I no longer align with that. I'm no longer part of that. I'm choosing a different path and I am pointing my compass in a different direction. If any of you are looking out there and you're looking for a magical community, I'm doing a little plug. On the 21st of March, I think it is, Radley Valentine is opening up his 2025 Magical Manifestation Year. And it's about the magical compass. If you go to Radley, Radleigh, Valentine, like Valentine's Day.com, you'll see all the new offerings over there. You go onto the tab that says School, and you can look at this year's magical manifestation. Or magical, yeah, it is magical manifestation. It's a membership. I'm part of it, been part of it. This will be my third or fourth year, can't remember. Many of you are already part of it. It's a lovely place to meet and to follow some guidance and to be part of something, a bigger movement, if you will. So that's just a little plug from me. That's really all I've got to say today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I like your comments. I like responding to your comments. I love the community that's being developed here. I'm just thinking we should ripple that out further. Until tomorrow, much love and thanks for your support. Bye for now.